Welcome, viewers, to a topic that's both fascinating and controversial: sex tourism around the world. Sex tourism is an act of traveling to other countries, often to other continents, to have sex, mainly to destinations where sex work is allowed, although millions of sex workers work illegally. The sex tourism industry is one that many people hide away from. But the reality is, sex tourism is big business. Sex tourism brings in huge revenues in many countries. Here are the top 10 sex tourism destinations.
Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Brazil is another popular sex tourism destination, a large part of the industry being child prostitution. Very often it is approved and encouraged by these children's parents. Underage girls cost less than adults. Minors are not allowed to bars, so taxi drivers cooperate with them, bringing the clients with these girls to the nearby motels. Prostitution in Brazil, as well as owning and managing a brothel, are illegal. However, it does not prevent numerous brothels from functioning in the cities and towns of this country. Every weekend, special tourist agencies organize sex tours for European men. What will they get here? Well, cheap sex with exotic tanned Brazilian women, frequently underaged, who often appear in sexual fantasies and are seen as a symbol of erotics. The boom in Brazilian sex tourism usually occurs on the dates of huge sporting events. For instance, before the World Cup, over 3,350 sex sites appeared. Number 9. Spain. To some, Spain is known as the brothel of Europe. Spain has been rated as one of the top destinations for sex tourism as a result of the legalization of adultery there. Surprisingly, the majority of sex dealers there come from South America. It is among the greatest locations in Europe for sex tourism. The red light district in towns like Ibiza, Barcelona, and Madrid offers a free pass for everyone who enjoys prostitution. With statistics varying, it's hard to say how many sex workers are active in Spain. The numbers range from 70,000 to 400,000. Being such an accessible country for many within Europe, it is no surprise that it is one of the most popular sex tourism countries in the world. Flights and accommodation can be found dirt cheap, and you can drive to Spain from various other European countries. For sex tourists, it's almost too easy. Number 8. Indonesia. The majority of sex tourism enthusiasts are drawn to Indonesia because it has arguably the most vibrant sex tourism industry in the world. The main reason for the rise in the country's sex trade is the ease with which sex workers can be easily accessed online. The country's prostitution industry is expanding quickly despite the fact that it is illegal and is considered a crime against morality and civility. This is because there are more prostitutes available in brothels and on online forums. Number 7. Kenya. Finding Kenya on the list of countries with the most sex workers will surprise you. Because of this, even 12-year-old girls engage in prostitution as a means of subsistence. Since Kenya is economically impoverished, poverty is the main cause of the thriving sex trade there. Due to the fact that prostitutes don't use condoms, this condition has resulted in a staggering number of HIV/AIDS cases. Additionally, Kenya is one of the countries having one of the highest rates of HIV infection worldwide. The sex industry is the segment of society that has been most impacted. Research has shown that 30% of sex workers are HIV positive. Number 6. Philippines. Prostitution is still a booming business in the Philippines, even though it is against the law and carries harsh punishments. The Philippines is the nation with the 6th highest rate of prostitution. Clientele there is mostly composed of businesspeople from Western and East Asian countries. The Philippines' overweight sex industry has benefited from the country's prostitutes' characteristic variety of lifestyles. Between 40 and 60% of all visitors are known to go there simply for sex tourism. Number 5. Dominican Republic. Don't get surprised to see the legal brothels, marriage parlors, and prostitutes openly roaming around. As the Dominican Republic is highly accessible from the USA and Europe, it is no surprise that it is a popular sex tourism destination. Dominican Republic has developed a reputation as a significant international sex tourism destination. The activity is primarily concentrated in underdeveloped coastal towns, particularly Las Terrenas, Cabaret, Sosua, and Boca Chica, where women have fewer economic opportunities than in the country's larger towns and cities. With many of the prostitutes in some locations being of Haitian heritage, immigrants from Haiti also participate in the sex tourism industry. The number of prostitutes in the nation is thought to be between 6,000 and 10,000, with many of them hailing from the nearby country of Haiti. Particularly, the country's large population of undocumented Haitian immigrants is the main cause of prostitution's pervasive presence there. Number 4. Cambodia. While prostitution is illegal in Cambodia, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Go to any tourist area and you'll likely see evidence of it. Massage parlors and karaoke bars seem rampant with it, and street prostitution is popular too. Allegedly, the prices are considerably lower than in Thailand. With over 600 adult entertainment venues across the country, Cambodia is definitely one of the world's top sex tourism countries. Unfortunately, Cambodia also seems to be the worst in terms of child sexual labor, and the law doesn't seem to clamp down on it hard enough. Number 3. Colombia. Many consider the women of Colombia as the most beautiful in the world, and in all possibilities this concept has led to the flourishing of sex tourism in the country. The sex trade is legal in Colombia. Colombia is another popular place for sex, in addition to being known for using drugs the most. The main driver of the majority of the sex trade in Colombia is the fact that prostitutes there will reduce their fee schedules if the client is attractive and has a charming demeanor. Number 2. Netherlands. For young people living in Europe, and particularly the UK, there is one destination that just about everyone has been to. Amsterdam. Amsterdam attracts over 4.63 million international tourists annually. And remarkably, sex tourism provides more than 5% of the Netherlands' GDP. It is regarded as the paradise for sex enthusiasts. It is considered to be one of the most popular sex tourism destinations in the world. Here prostitution is legal at the same time regulated. The Dutch are widely known for their relatively safe and natural sex tourism options. Sex workers are shown in glass windows in Amsterdam's iconic red light district with varying fees based on the time of day, the customer's age, and how attractive they are. The lowest rate in Amsterdam is somewhere between €35 and €100. Number 1. Thailand. Asia's most sought-after destination and pocket-friendly too. Draws a huge number of international tourists who come to enjoy the naughty side of it. In Thailand, statistics suggest that 70% of male visitors are sex tourists. Thailand has the highest concentration of sex workers in the world. This is a proven fact that no one in the world can deny. According to statistics, there are between 250,000 and 2 million prostitutes in Thailand. As it is quite difficult to find a well-paid job for a woman in Thailand, one can understand why there is such a big number of sex workers there. You have probably heard that sex tourists from all parts of the world are attracted to Thailand. But did you know that it is a country that is famous for the vast exploitation of children in the sex industry? The International Organization for Migration claims that every year 600 million people travel for sex purposes. 3% of these trips are connected with the search for sex with children, which means that 3 million people travel annually with this aim. According to another source, most of these minors are girls from Thailand and Laos. The most popular sex tourism destinations in Thailand are the cities of Pattaya, Phuket, and Bangkok.
Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.